Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Rita Gigante. Hello.
Hey. Oh God, I had so many emotions to that. I was sad for my mother. I was relieved for me, um, and my siblings, but they ended up having to go see him all the time, like every other week, with my mom. So that was hard. Um, I felt bad for him, but almost like I felt like he was safe where he was in a sense. There was that feeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they said he would be out in 12 years, but I just didn't have that feeling. I was intuitive enough then to really feel into that, and I just didn't think it was gonna happen, and then 9/11 happened, and once that happened, that was it. That was the end of it all because he got on the phone and he spoke normal because he was petrified that his family, God forbid something happened to one of us in 9/11. So he got on the phone. Of course, they record everything, and he spoke, I don't know how long, to my mother as if he was absolutely normal. And that's all they needed.
So if he didn't do that, how
Yeah.
long how long was it gonna be until he'd be out if he didn't?
Oh, he was getting out. Yeah, he was going to get out soon. And they were trying to figure out a way to keep him, you know? And they once that happened, they went to him and said, if you don't tell us exactly who you are and what you did and blah, blah, blah. And don't forget, my brother was facing some time as well. So my brother would have got a long time if my father didn't come forth. And so he came. Oh, they said that they were coming after the family, us, for obstruction of justice if he didn't throw in his hat and be done. And that's when he finally did it.
So
He finally
basically
stopped
he told
everything.
them that he was who he was.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I have to
W-
say that was the beginning of his redemption.
Were you shocked that he did that?
No, I never thought he would let any of us be hurt by that, and my brother. So I never thought. But could his ego have done it? Yes. Finally, the soul stepped forward and said, "This isn't going to happen."
Yeah.
And so that was that. And
So
then he ended up passing in jail in 2005.
someone did a podcast recently and they
Hmm.
said that your father was being extorted in prison. And I just don't believe it. They said that he was other inmates were making him pay them while
Cool.
he for they were like paying through prison food, like buying people prison food. I just don't see
Dad
it.
would
Like,
do that no matter what. He didn't need to be extorted.
yeah, like I mean, I've been to prison and I bought other people prison food. Like it wasn't because they were scaring me to do it. It's just because
No.
I'm a nice guy. So
Yeah,
what are your
no.
thoughts on that?
Nope. That's not something that happened. Absolutely not.
And
Um,
do you feel like your father would have ever cooperated to get other people in trouble?
Never. Kidding? He was the last of the dying breed. Never. He had a code of ethics in that business. Ones that our own, I'm going to quote him. Ones that our own government doesn't have, he says. So that's how he felt about the government. That they don't have a code of ethics. That they're after, they're all after for themselves, and you know. Um, so he viewed them as the organized crime, and that I'll never forget him saying.
I mean, look what's going on in the country now. You're kind of right, right?
God, I just do one of these and I say a prayer because it's it's just sad. Sad what's going on. Should have never got to this point.
No.
But that's what happens when there's greed in the world, and people want the status quo. They don't want things to change. So there's a lot of greed that goes on. So one thing my father was not. He wasn't a hoarder of money. He was
What did he do with his money when he get
Yeah, he was
money?
very generous, of course, with his people, with us. He took care of that whole neighborhood. So it's not like if you couldn't feed your family, if you couldn't pay your rent, my father paid it. Took care of a lot of people. There was a lot of goodness where that came from. He had a big heart. He had an affinity for the elderly, and he could never see children starve in any way. So
Yeah, so if someone couldn't pay their bills, he would take care of it.
100%, 100%. He was dedicated to that whole neighborhood.
Yeah, did you feel like he kept the neighborhood safe?
Yes. Never felt like had to worry at all about anything. And I never even knew how anybody knew who I was, right? It's not
Yeah,
like I walk down the street thinking people know. I guess they knew.
guess they knew, right? They're like, "Hey, there she is." You're just like like a normal kid, right?
Yeah, like, running around, like playing wiffle ball and shit. Like, that's how it was. We're trying to have a good time.
How
But,
much do you think the city has changed from back then till now?
oh my God, so much. There's so few places left that, I could say, remember that? There's maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe a half a dozen left. Or I could say, oh yeah, there it is. Maybe a half a dozen. But that's it. And his own place of business, um, people call it the social club, we call it the cafe. Um, it's an organic tea and spice shop now. Bill, if you walk into that store, the energy is fucking amazing. Just amazing. And that's what they sell. They sell all teas and spices and from all over the world. You know, I did a book signing in there. It was
Yeah.
great. It's interesting though. There's a mural up on the wall that this woman painted for my father. That's still there. There's another thing that says "Tough guys don't squeal." That's still there. There's like little remnants of it, but the rest of it is completely energy is completely changed. It's
Wow.
amazing.
Wait, did it feel different from back in the day till now?
Completely. I walked in there like it was like a breath of fresh air. It was
And
fantastic.
before you went, were you dreading it? Like, oh, this is gonna be.
I wasn't dreading it. I was excited because I knew it was different. And it had nothing of that old. And there were times where when us kids where he'd allowed us to go in there and play cards ourselves or, have a Coke or a Manhattan special. Um, that we'd enjoy it. I'd watch football in there, that kind of thing. Um, so it wasn't all bad. Watch him
Yeah.
play pinochle with his friends. Um, so it wasn't all bad, but there was a heaviness in that place, a heaviness that was gone when I went there, when I realized it was something different. And I still go back there. Anytime I go to the city, I go into the store and I buy something.
It's
So
awesome.
yeah, I. But yeah, the neighborhood isn't what it used to be at all. At all.
Well, you have a great story, and
Thanks, honey.
you want to tell the people where they can get your book, the name of your book, things like that.
Yeah, so the name is The Godfather's Daughter, An Unlikely Story of Love, Healing, and Redemption. If they want a signed copy, they can go onto my website, ritagigante.net. You can get it on Amazon. Just make sure that you get the one that's the most recent. It'll be where only my picture is on the back of the book. Of course, I'm on social media, Facebook, Instagram, that whole thing. It's Rita Gigante Psychic. And I look forward to hearing from anyone.
And
But
you do
mostly,
readings too, right?
I do readings, I do healings, I do speaking engagements. I work in, uh, like if someone wants a group mediumship, I do them. I do a lot of fundraisers. It's nice. It's nice variety.
Yeah, if people reach out, I'll connect you with them, and
Perfect.
definitely
Thank you,
let you
Bill.
know.
I really appreciate your time and your energy.
Definitely. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, honey. You take care.
Have a great day.
You too, babe.
And if you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too bad. Start your own podcast. Peace.
Hey.